Hello, everyone.
Hi, thank you for joining,
Welcome to the Osmosis Real Talk,
where we would be sharing our experiences in the OMF program,
and also inviting and interviewing other fellow OMEF ONSA students along to join us here on the pod.
and where they would be sharing their experiences and advice on different topics around osmosis and medicine.
I am Royer Omed, a medical student from Kurdistan and first semester as an OMF.
That is really cool. You have just completed your first semester. Congrats! And I am Isabel Escobar, a medical student from Mexico, and I have been an OMF for 3 semesters so far.
Okay, now 3 semester is a lot of time. Do you remember how you first applied and the whole process?
Wait, you just read my mind. That is our topic for today. We'll be discussing the process of becoming OMFs.
Yeah, the untold stories behind the applying.
So yeah, let me just talk about how I apply. Well, my story is a little bit strange because I first submitted my application on August 2021, but I think it got delayed until January 2022. So it's really important that you submit your application on time. What initially motivated me to apply for the OMF program was the possibility of sharing osmosis with my classmates and school faculty through the last bit of the pandemic. I have also been using osmosis since the first day of medical school, and it has been a great aid for studying and for supporting my classes. Also, sharing osmosis values such as open arms or having each other's back have been always been an important part of my life motif. And also, hosting events through the medical interest groups and interacting with international medical students from literally anywhere around the globe has been one of my main motivations to apply.
Oh, how did you apply? Was it through an online link?
Yes, I actually submitted an online application through Careers at Osmosis from Elsevier. For interested listeners, you can find the requirements and eligibility criteria on that webpage. The process was really brief. It took about an hour, and you're required to have your personal data, your curriculum, your GPA, and your school name, as well as you have to answer a few questions on why would you like to join the program, what interests you the most. And finally, you have to record a video of yourself regarding the osmosis values.
Oh, well,
So
that is amazing. Well, let me talk about how I applied. I first was much interested in becoming a voice actor for the videos, where I had to record a paragraph and I had to attach it to the application in which I had to record multiple times because it was my first time practicing for it and it was pretty difficult. And since I'm not a native American English speaker, I think I knew that I wasn't the best one for the position. And having that in mind, I started my application for OMF, and after reading the values and everything, I really liked it. And then, as you said, you talked about that you have to record a video. I had to record that video multiple times. When I say multiple times, I mean 3 to 4 times, because one time I recorded the whole video and my mic wasn't on. The second time, I recorded the whole video and I see there's a towel behind me. A towel. And then I had to record it again, of course. So this time it was great. There were no towels and the mic was working. So I attached that and it was written that it might be used for advertising, and I was okay with that. So it tells you, do you want it to be used for advertising, or if not, then you can say at the end of the video. I wanted to say, but I think I had forgotten, so now I'm fine if I see my face on an advertisement or a video that where I am talking about osmosis, and then I attached that finally with no mistakes and no faults. And then I um had to finish everything of the application and it was pretty brief. And then I saw that I can interact with students from all over the world, medical students and nursing students, and having them share their experiences was the best part, I think.
Well, that was really a really extenuating process to apply, like recording the video 3 times. Well, that was
Yeah.
pretty exhausting. But it is now amazing that you have already completed your first semester as an OMF. So what do you think about that? What do you like the most about being part of this community? Have you liked it so far?
Yes, I have liked it very much, especially when we had this week activity of having accountability buddies where another student from across the globe would be my accountable buddy. So like we would ask each other, how have you been on your studies? Have you been letting your lectures pile up? Or that was really interesting. I loved that. And also, we were able to collaborate on a project where we did a panel about project management as an online session, and I got to be part of the organizing team. That was also really amazing. And then when we hosted it, it was amazing.
That is so cool. Thank you for sharing your experiences in this first semester.
Now, Isabel, for our listeners, would you like to talk about the specific semester requirements, monthly requirements?
Of course. Well, there are other requirements to be part of the OMF program, such as attending at least 2 monthly meetings and fulfilling 2 monthly surveys. And well, to talk a little bit more about my experience as an OMF, there are monthly meetings where we get to share our experiences in like small, tiny focus groups. And we also have skill building sessions with invited guest speakers. For example, we have had a diversity and inclusion sessions, or we have had sessions in which we learn how to build partnerships with schools or with our classmates. And also on monthly service, we get to share our opinions on the programs about osmosis and how can we change that. So what about you, Royer? How was your experiences in the monthly meetings this semester?
Well, with the monthly meetings, I had little problems here and there with the time difference because I have university every day except for Fridays and Saturdays, and the monthly meetings would be around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the mornings for me in my time, and that made it some of them impossible for me to join. But being able to have monthly meetings was really useful. And also the monthly surveys. I think the monthly surveys is a great way to know um, what other things, opinions about the program and collecting different opinions. I think that is amazing.
I am so sorry you had to go through these monthly meetings at a very late hour in the night.
Yeah, so other than that, I would like to talk about other experiences that I have had with osmosis and being on the OMEF program. For example, there is this program currently going on. It's surgery movie night, where it's like uh, movie night, but instead of watching a movie, you watch a surgery where a doctor from a part of the world describes and explains the how the surgery goes. And that's really interesting to learn before learning it in university and seeing the operation going on a video and being able to know how it's performed. It's really nice to see that.
Oh, wow, that is actually a really interesting experience. I actually didn't know that activity was part of the program, but it seems amazing for people interested in surgery, in connecting with other people that are also interested in surgery options. So, wow, thanks for sharing that experience. I would also like to talk about something we did in the program this semester. We had a monthly hackathon on April, and we were divided in several teams. I think there were 6 teams, and we all worked towards a solution to change like osmosis and medical education. So in my team, we actually worked on an OMEF ONSA newsletter. So we worked a whole month in developing a newsletter that would actually be shared with the osmosis community, with the OMEF community, and the ONSA community. So it was really nice working with other people in those kind of projects. So I think you have also had the opportunity to develop in that way.
Yes. Okay, everyone, that brings us to the end of our Real Talk. I am your co-host, Royer.
And I am your co-host, Isabel. I hope you enjoyed this episode, so stay tuned for the next one in the next newsletter.
Bye.
Bye.